Hey guys, it's Julie Saillant. How are you? Welcome back. Welcome, family. I am thrilled that you are here. I actually have something special for you today. I'm really excited about this. I am Julie Saillant. I am your healer. I am an intuitive. I'm a starseed. I'm a shaman. I'm a light worker. And I help people find their gifts and actually get in alignment with their soul's purpose of what they're here to do on earth. And also, I'm an animal communicator. So I love helping people move into their power. It's one of my superpowers is being able to see your power and your greatness, even if you cannot. So today I'm super excited. I have something completely different for you. If it's your first time here, welcome. Thank you for being here. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe and comment. I read every single one of your comments and I reply to everyone as well. So thank you for doing that. Thank you for subscribing and liking. It really does help the channel. If you would like a reading with me or a healing session or one for your animal, all of that is listed in the description box below. And again, if it's your first time here, we go by life path numbers, which is numerology, not astrology. So it's based on your birthday. You add up the month, day, and year of your birthday. And then those three numbers together, you bring down to the lowest number. This is for Master Life Path 11. Yes. That's me, you guys, we're all in this together. And as a Master Life Path number, we've reincarnated many, many times. That means you are here for a specific and probably a global or large mission here on Earth. And you are also, as a star seed, if you're a star seed, you probably are, or plating, you're being activated right now, or you've been activated, which means that a lot of you, like myself, have been going through a lot of turmoil, right? Personally, we've been getting downloads, things that we thought were working are showing up as not working anymore. It's been tough. I'm not going to lie. It's been a lot. But the good news is that means that you're ascending. And every time you're ascending and moving to your next level, which is what that means, right? Basically, you're changing, you're growing, you're becoming greater than anything you've ever been before, but it will require you to do something completely different, to give of yourself in a different way. Maybe you need to give more of your mind, your consciousness to help others. Maybe you need to offer money, abundance, anything that you have been holding on to, they will show you as saying, you got to get rid of that, right? Because to move to your next level, you're more of a divine being than you ever were before. So you're changing. And a lot of you know you came here and your soul agreed to all that's happening to you. So if you're sitting out there bitching, like I used to do, and sometimes I still do, right? This isn't working, that's not working. That's just because you're changing and you're recognizing why you're different, what you're here to do, and come to grips with it. And as a Master 11, all of you know we are the most empathic of all of the other numbers. We feel things differently. We have a lot of layers. If we were a book, we'd have like hundreds of chapters. It's pretty much endless. And a lot of times that means that we are human lie detectors. People look at us and we can see right through them. It's like, I see you. And we see right through them and it scares the crap out of them. And sometimes it can be very unnerving, right? But we also feel their pain. We feel their joy. And for years, I thought this was a curse. I ran away from it. I shut it down. I know so many 11s that have done this because there's no map to this stuff, right? It's not like you're born and you're like, oh, you're an 11. Oh, okay. You're going to do and feel this, this, and this. And it's going to feel really weird. And people around you, even in your family, will be like, you're weird. Stop doing this. And you're like, I'm just being me. We're different, right? We're wired differently. We think differently. We receive differently. But that means that we can help others because it's so easy for us to put ourselves in other people's shoes and their perspectives. So enough about that. You're here because I'm doing something different. And as you may or may not know, on the 8th of August, it's the Lion's Gate portal is opening. Now I have something I want to read to you. So I've been on the planet for a little while. You have too, probably. So you've been through this before. But if you haven't recognized what this is a time for you to level up. This is why you're being activated. You're being called into service, right? You're being asked to do something different, maybe than you've ever done before. I can tell you that in the last month, so many different things have happened for me on a spiritual level and energetic level that maybe 6 months ago, a year ago, I would have been like, okay, spirit's coming to me and asking me to do this. And I'm like, well, let me think about this. Let me push it to the side. But now it's different. I feel there's an urgency to everything that I do. I think there's a purpose to everything that I'm saying. And I'm actually just saying, okay, let's do it, right? Let's go. So I'd like to encourage you that if spirit, the divine, or whatever you pray to and recognize as bigger and greater than you coming into your life, ask you to do something different that will feel maybe uncomfortable, right? Maybe different, that you actually just say, you know what, let's do this. Because spirit has your back, your angels have your back, your totem animals have your back, and your ancestors have your back. So before I read a little bit about this, let's just take a little bit of 2 deep calming breaths to calm you down, calm me down, right? We'll open our hearts. So I want you to take a nice deep breath in. And when you do, please open your heart as much as you can, all right? So deep breath in. Open your heart as much as you can and then let it out. Take another deep breath in and open your heart. Make it as big as possible, all the way up to the stratosphere. Deep breath in and let it out. I've already called in my 5 archangels. I asked my team to come forward. And I ask for your answers just to come through as well. This is a timeless reading. And if, wow, I'm dizzy. There's definitely messages here for you. If this is a collective reading, if it doesn't sync up for you, don't try to make it fit, right? Maybe the next one will. Let me give you a little bit about the Lion's Gate, because this is super important, okay? And I'm going to read this. One of my dear friends sent this to me from the Saint Germain newsletter. Saint Germain is the violet flame. The Lion's Gate is a major astrological portal that opens every August, okay? It occurs on the 8th during the sign of Leo, the lion. And it's the time of year when Earth aligns with the star Sirius and the galactic center, creating a powerful interdimensional portal that unites heaven and earth. The energies of the Lion's Gate assist us into the higher dimensions that are guarded by the royal Syrian lions of Sirius, our spiritual sun. So basically, when this portal is now on the 8th, coming up in a couple of days, today's the 5th, in perfect alignment, okay? During this time, you can see it rise before our sun. So on the 8th, it will align with Orion's belt, right? Which are the three stars. And the Lion's Gate is the code is activated. So it sends incredible light with messages, downloads, codes, and insights to Earth. And this is when your strength, your creativity, and the heart to the portal in the 5th dimensional field and beyond will be open, okay? So Leo represents the solar source of life on the planet and vitality pulsing in your heart. So the most interesting part of this to me is I've always looked at Orion's belt and I've always been like, hey, it's always with me. I always look in the sky, it's there, right? But now you've got Sirius. And what they're saying is when the sun is conjunct in Sirius, it creates a solar star gate. The Great Pyramid and all Egyptian pyramids were built as ascension chambers, not burial places, okay? So the Sphinx was designated in the image of a lion with a human face to honor the Sirius lion masters who appeared in that image. And as the portal opens, we receive intense photon light waves from the great central sun through our solar sun, Sirius, right, and the spiritual sun, and the Earth grid point of the Sphinx and the Great Pyramid of Giza. So this is super cool. It opens every year. It reaches peak on the 8th. That's what you need to know. Yeah, the Great Pyramid of Giza and Sirius, it's closer to Earth. And this is when the energy is flowing, right, between the physical and the divine. The Lion's Gate's a time of very strong numerology on the 8th day, okay? So the 8th it activates your DNA with abundance, power, and the higher realms of consciousness. And the 8, of course, represents infinity. So what does this mean to you, right? This means basically that the portal's open and that you have basically almost no veil to the divine, to all of the dimensions above ours, which means that you can receive your downloads for yourself, for your life, for others, right? And it becomes completely, you're going to get codes really divine codes will come to you. All right. Now it's going to be different for everyone, right? So some people might feel it really strongly, and some of you might feel it just, a little. Just depends on where you're at in your spiritual walk. What I wanted to do today was I pulled some cards for you. And as you all know, I only use cards to guide me, right? Because I was born gifted, born intuitive, born talking to animals and talking to the moon and doing all kinds of fun things, and being able to understand you and what you're going through, and myself as well. But the interesting thing was, what I'm doing is I'm going to do, it's like 3 different rows, right? And it's gonna be your challenge, right? What you've been challenged with, which you may not even realize. And then it's going to be where you are now and then the future. So it's pretty basic, but it was really cool. And I used the cosmic cards that I have, which can set, they have like the moon healing, the fixed stars, the Egyptian astrology, the planets. And I thought this is really cool. So here we go, right? So the first 3 cards for you, and this is your challenge, right, is reflecting upon your past with the sturgeon moon. Okay, so let me show this to you. This is moon healing, right? Reflecting upon your past. For 11s, all of us have a serious problem with understanding how awesome we are. Every one of you out there watching me or listening to my voice has amazing gifts. I will not even sugarcoat it. But many, many, many of you are pushing all your gifts to the side, like I did, like people that I work with do, until we start taking them out and looking at them, right? And you are saying either it's a curse, I don't know how to use them, I feel as though I'm drowning, it's a struggle, and I hate it. Or maybe I mastered one, but I know I have more, I just don't know how to reach them. Either way, what you're doing, if you're not accepting your gifts, is that you're basically pushing to the side and you're not accepting yourself. And that's why reflecting upon your past, right, with the sturgeon moon is a perfect place to start. Where are you holding back, right? Where are you saying, I don't know what to do with what I have? I know I want to be better. I want to be greater. I want to do things, but I don't know how to do it. I don't even know what I'm working with, right? What are you good at? What have people told you you're good at? What could you ask your team, right? Or the divine or spirit, ask, what am I good at if I don't know? What do people always say to you? Hey, you know what? You're a really good writer. You write that really quickly, so easily for you. It's really hard for me to write. I'm just giving an example, right? Look at your past and find out and identify where you have been told or you recognize that you're good at something. And for the fixed stars, you got the red super giant. And I hope somebody can help me with this, because it says like Beetlejuice. It's Betelgeuse. You guys familiar with this? And it says, connects the 2 divine love, warmth of heart, soul's purpose is joy. But what did I just say? So many of you right now are not feeling joyful. In fact, you're feeling the opposite. This is your challenge. You're feeling as though, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I need help. I'm drowning. It's not helping my life. It's hurting my life, because I was there for like decades. I get it, decades. And what you need to do is understand that you are amazing. And there's so much that you have to offer. And you can do this, right? But to do that, you have to reflect upon your past. And for your moon healing, you got 3rd quarter moon, self-care is needed, which means you need to connect in to your team. If you haven't done that, reach out to me for a session. I can help you with that, or maybe you can find it online, but it's basically your team, right? Your angels, the divine spirit, your ancestors, and your totem animals. That's what I consider my team, right? And they help me all the time. And I always say this, if you're not connected in with your team, you've got like 50% of your energy that you're using for yourself, and the rest is with them. And they're like this, hey, pick me. I want to help you. I'm on your team. But you have to ask them in. Just keep it simple. Archangel Michael, please be with me now. Okay. So your challenge, again, reflect upon the past, find out, what are you good at? The Betelgeuse, which is the red supergiant, the fixed star, connects to divine love, right? Warmth of heart, your soul's purpose is joy. What are you here to do to help others? And then 3rd quarter moon, which is self-care is needed. Be gentle with yourself, guys. We are so hard on ourselves and our expectations are so high. They become unscalable walls. And then you fail. Everyone around you fails. They get frustrated. You're frustrated. And it's just kind of a downward spiral instead of gaining momentum. So right now, you've got, for Egyptian astrology, you got Anubis, right? Which is god of mummification. But more than that, creative, passionate, curious. This is huge because that's what you are. If you're an 11, you're always creative, right? We're always looking at what's underneath what's being said, what's not being said. Those are the things, body language, or the words, we analyze the words, right? That's what Anubis is saying, is creative, you're passionate, and you're curious, but that's a gift. Those are all gifts that you have. Because while other people are letting things kind of come off of them, you're actually listening to them and taking them in and then letting them go, hopefully, right? For your planet, you got Neptune, awesome, right? Vision, expression, compassion, openness to spiritual connection. This is huge. As I was just saying, right? I can't make this up. You need to connect in with your team, the divine spirit, your totem animals, your ancestors. They're telling me right now that so many of you out there are not listening and they're asking why. We're right here. It's like, if you're me, your ancestors are right here next to me. Why are you not listening? Why? Why are you making this so hard on yourself? They have like so much to give you. They have wisdom, they have knowledge, they have love, they have healing. They have everything for you. You're connected to them and you're like this, stop. I'm not ready. I can't deal with it. I need to look at my phone. Guys, if you want to ascend, these are the things you need to pay attention to, right? And then of course you got the full moon. Awesome. And it is healing, releasing, and completion. This is what's happening for you right now. If you're going through an ascension process, right? You're creative, you're passionate, you're curious, you're connecting to spirit, right? You've got the compassion, and then you've got the healing, the blessings, and the completion. And that's when you're moving and working with all of what you have. Now, in the future, you've got astrology planet Earth, which is really interesting because you've got abundance, foundation, grounded, nurturing, mother, and fertility. Where are you not grounded? Where are you pushing things off? Where are you not connected in? Go to the beach if you live near the beach. Put your feet, put your feet in the water. If you have trees around you, go to the forest, right? Or just walk around outside. Get connected in to Mother Earth, Gaia, right? You also got, and I never pull these, but I decided I would do it this time, which is your astrological sign. And I picked Scorpio, which is me. See beyond the veil. Why would I leave this in for you? Anybody that knows Scorpios know we're super deep. Yeah. We don't let go of things. And we always want to see what's underneath, right? We go for anything. We hate superficial. We hate small talk. We're in it for, like, we're in or we're out. If you're in, we're in. We are all in, 100%. More than that, right? But we also can offer you the ability right now to see beyond. And that's what this 8-8 activation will be. Activate your gifts and see beyond the veil, and also give you the chance to see yourself as way more powerful than you really are. That's your greatest challenge, in my opinion, for us as 11s, is that you do not see or acknowledge how awesome you really are. I mean, so many of you have gifts like off the charts and you don't even recognize them. You don't even work with them and you don't even care, but then you wonder why you're living a life and you're not happy, because you're subpar and you're supposed to be a peer. Listen, when I tell you that 11s lead the leaders, we teach the teachers. We're it. We're the shit, you guys. Act accordingly. Seriously, act accordingly. All right. For your moon healing, you got worm moon, right? But this is about the end of a cold, dark period, renewal. So if you have been fighting your gifts, this 8-8 Lionsgate portal will activate you, activate your gifts. I know, I'm telling you, I've been activated in the last few weeks. I'm off the charts with readings, with helping, with just tuning in. Your ancestors are saying You are too. You can do what I do. You can talk to the ancestors. You can talk to the moon. You can talk to planets. You can diagnose yourself, heal yourself. You have the ability to release what is blocking you. But your ego must die. And you must begin to accept, and I mean this truly, accept who you are. Because you're amazing. You're a badass. And there's so many things you can do. Just let them help you, right? You also got Aquarius, true visionary and inspiring freedom. Inspiring freedom is what we do, right? On a daily basis. Why be normal? We don't like status quo. We want to be different, right? And then the cold moon, you got cold moon, which is shadow work, unconscious beliefs, and yin yang energies. Where are you off balance, right? Where are some unconscious beliefs that you're holding on to that could be from when you're like 15, 16 years old? I can't do that. I'm not smart enough. I don't have this. I don't have that. They're not helping you move forward. You need to release those. Okay. So I hope this helped you. Don't forget now, the Lion's Gate is on the 8th. I'm thinking about doing an activation. If you guys are interested, let me know. Put it in the comments. Yes, I'd like to do an activation. It would be like, I could do it live on YouTube. And if you want me to do it, I'll do it, because we can call in some seriously awesome energies, get your, remove some of the mindset stuff that's been keeping you stuck, help you go to the next level, and then just power up and use your gifts. All right, guys, thanks. Hope this helped, and I will see you soon. Thanks. Take care.